it's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. I'm bringing you another stage in my IKEA storage, and for this one I'm going to go through a few different options that you have for in with a Kallax unit. These can all be used as standalone as well, but this is what I happen to store in my Kallax unit. So firstly, we have this letter paper rack. Now I currently use it to store my punches. So it stores all my Stampin' Up punches and some of the others tucked in at the back. And it holds these quite sturdy because this is made from metal, and then it has a cork base. And I find it's great for being able to see what I have. It doesn't go the full depth of the Kallax unit, but it does take up enough space that for myself I find it's worth it. At the moment I do currently have just a wood veneer box on the bottom, but I'm sure that will be filled with punches soon enough. Now I have seen people turn these over and use them to store 12 by 12 paper as well. So that may be something that's an option for you. But they are very good and very sturdy. To move round and show you some of the other things I keep in my IKEA cubes, I have these Tjena boxes. So we have one here with page protectors. I have one that's full of washi, and I have some that have got 3x4 cards in, and I will show you in those in more detail. And I've just got tucked in the corner some boards, silhouette mats, and just some little layout boxes. To go into these Tjena boxes in more detail that I have on my shelf, I'll just show you the different types that I have. So I do have these smaller ones. They're about 75p, if not maybe 125, something like that, but they're not expensive. I use 2 of them to hold my 3x4 cards, and you will be able to see a video on how I did this on my channel. But you can get quite a lot of stuff into those. And then for the A4 boxes, I use those in a couple of ways. So one I use for washi, which if I open this up, it actually comes with these dividers in the box. And what that allows me to do is just store my washi roughly by colour. So if I'm looking for something, it's a little bit easier to hunt. And then to show you how I also use these boxes without the dividers. Very, very messy, but this just holds page protectors. So the dividers that come with them are actually stored there in the bottom. And all I've done is just left them there and just put bits on the top. Packaging, grip seal bags, things like that. Which means you can have a multitude of uses for the same type of box. Going down here, I have the fabric drawers from IKEA. So if you saw my Kallax video, you'll have seen that I do have the official Kallax drawers, but then I do also have these fabric drawers. Now I do find that these give you more space, so they give you more square footage of the Kallax unit. I do need to stick mine down because when I do pull them, because of the weight of the items, it can pull the whole thing out. However, these may also be quite nice if you take them out and actually put them on the insert with a shelf. That's another option that I've also considered, but I've not actually actioned that yet. I may try and stick this down at the bottom and see if it will stay put. But to show you what I store in these is I store all my thickers and my alphabets in these. So all my thickers are in the top drawer, and it does only go a certain way back. Just then when you try and pull it out, it's easier with 2 hands. And then I have smaller alphabet stickers in the bottom. So these drawers are great. I know people use them for mixed media, to put packaging things in, all sorts of stuff. It gives you more drawer space than the official ones do, and these ones are cheaper. But yeah, that's another great option for using the space in your Kallax. And then I've also still got tucked down my big 12 by 12 sheets of alphabets. Some of the other IKEA items I use in my Kallax squares, while aren't necessarily made for them, they do fit, which is good to know, is I use these stackable drawers, and they currently hold my different types of paper, cardstock, and then my fun foam, and they have the space to tuck an album down the side. And then you can get them in a bigger, deeper drawer, of which I have one with cardstock in. Now that tends to be more my bulk cardstock for making wedding invites, etc. It then has one that is full of memorabilia, and it can fit an album down the side. So if you do want to be able to have some A4 width drawers, these plastic drawers are fantastic for that. And then going across, you've got your other standard IKEA office items that are very good. I've got the magazine holders, which hold various bits. Some of them are catalogues, some of them are stickers and things that I need to sort out. And then I also have one of their little boxes that currently holds my 4x6 Project Life cards. It does need organising and sorting, but I've recently moved that so it's accessible. So there's lots of different options with your IKEA office type storage of how things will fit in your craft room, depending on what it is that you want to store. So there's a few different things that you can pop into your Kallax units and allow you to get the most out of the space. Any questions, please do ask them below and I'll be sure to get back to you. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.